Hi, hello, and welcome to Manifesting with Ari Mac, your space for spiritual insight. I'm so happy you guys are joining me today. Today's topic is going to be about, are you ready for change? Now, I'm streaming live here on my YouTube channel, Manifesting with Ari Mac, and on my TikTok under Candles by Ari. So join me either place, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts and insights that I'm seeing coming down from the astrology world. Now, if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, show me some love, give me some hearts, and follow, join. Let's make a network of positive vibrational people all around the world because that's where we need to be, guys. We need to be positive vehicles for change, choice, and opportunities. Now, are you ready for change? Is this week's theme? I've been a little under the weather. It's been sunny here in California, and actually been very beautiful. But when the sun comes out, the air conditioners go on. And unfortunately for me, because I do a lot of traveling, shipping products, making products, meeting people, meetings, on and so forth, I end up traveling in and out of buildings and my allergies start acting up. Now, the allergies are always the first opportunity for me. That's the first door to opening up to cold and flu. So this week, going in and out of places, first it's like 90 degrees outside, beautiful day. Then I go inside a building and it's literally like 60 and I shiver and I have on a summertime outfit. Well, eventually that starts catching up with you and develops into a cold. So I had to take a couple of days off and literally lay in bed, like literally just surrender because that's what was needed. And do you know what happened? Everything kept going. Everything worked out. Things that needed to be done were done miraculously through divine design. And that couldn't be done, nobody got upset with me. Yes, I had some deadlines and I had to take a step back, but at the same time, my inner circle came through. Not only emotionally, but stopped by and brought me food. My doctor, my my daughter, she's like my doctor. Okay, she's all up in my business. Brought me chicken soups and just helped me relax and just take the time to take care of myself. And I'm very fortunate to have somebody in my life that does that. And I hope you guys do too, wherever you are. And if you don't, find that special someone. Now, I know you guys have felt it. That subtle change, it's like something's a little bit different. Well, let's take a look at the stars because we got a full moon tonight in Capricorn. So those with the Capricorn placement, this is your night to have big fun, enjoy yourselves, knock yourselves out. Those that do not like dealing with Capricorn, stay low, leave them alone, throw food at them. Just throw some food at them and leave them be. Okay? So, sun and moon at this particular time is, gosh darn it, I have so many notes everywhere. It's like crazy. All right, sun and moon, because I know we have the full moon tonight in Capricorn. Sun is in Cancer. It's a lot of information, you guys. And hold on. Hold on. Okay. Told you I've been a little bit foggy. I have notes. I actually wrote the whole show out. And then, of course, I'm not looking at my notes. Okay. So, sun's in Cancer, moon's in Capricorn, full moon tonight. So, Capricorn, go bay at the moon. You got it. No one's going to stop you. Everybody else, if you don't like Capricorn energy, stay low, relax, do your work. Just do your jobs, do them well, and just hush. Um, Mercury's in Leo, fun. Venus is in Gemini, Mars is in Virgo, so that's a lot of Mercury going on there. Jupiter in Cancer, Sun's in Cancer, expansive. Saturn in Aries, Uranus in Gemini, Neptune is in Aries, going backwards. So, yes, Neptune is going backwards. And so is Pluto. Pluto's going backwards as well in Aquarius. Yes. So, what does all that mean? Well, we already have two planets that are kind of going against us, right? Mercury, the planet that's closest to us, will also be doing a retrograde as well. So this is when the revealing stuff starts showing up. If you've had people from your past pop up and you wasn't too sure how to handle them, remember whatever they did before, because they probably either did something good or something not so good, which leads you to how you feel about them. Now, I personally, if I can't remember what someone has done as to why I'm not talking to them anymore, that meant that I healed, I forgave, and I let it go, right? But if you do still have anxiety about it, some fears or concerns, that's just something you need to work through. Yeah, because that's saying that somewhere inside of you haven't quite forgiven them or quite healed from it. Or maybe you're still a little pissed, is what I get. You're still a little pissed off about it. And that's okay. That's okay. You're human. You're allowed to have your feelings. But when you got Mercury and Leo, that's dramatic feelings. You understand? Because Leo is a fire sign, and it's the only fire sign that's fixed in the whole trilogy. So when Leo makes up its mind and it gets that I'm going to do what I'm going to do, good or bad, they're going to do it. Now, my dad was a sun sign Leo, and he lived up to his name. Okay. He was the king of the jungle, the man with the plan. He nicknamed me, he named me, he rebranded me, but he taught me numbers, which is why I understand astrology. Okay. He was a aerospace engineer, brilliant man, hard to get along with, could not keep all his relationships together. And that was just simply because of his own internal dialogue, because we do have internal dialogue we have to deal with. So I know the Leo energy pretty gosh darn well. And for you guys, Leos, this is the time for you to shine. If you ever had something you wanted to do, Leo, you had something that you've been thinking about doing, go ahead and put the pedal to the metal. You got about 2 more weeks, because next week, Mercury's going to start retrograding on the 17th. Now, wait, before y'all start going, what the fuck? I got something for you. I'm going to be doing a midday prayer circle on the 16th, the day before the retro starts. It's my gift to you guys. If you want to be a part of it, you have to contact me. You have to DM me, email me, join my blog, because I'm going to send that out to all my blog. They're going to get the invite. They're going to get the Zoom link. Okay. And you have to RSVP for me to send that out, because I don't want looky-loos. I'm not trying to have people that are not interested in praying. This is a very serious thing for me. We're going to be praying for ourselves and for the world, and the power of prayer, guys. I've had a prayer circle for over 2 or 3 years now, and it's something we do every week. No matter where I am, we stop and we do this prayer circle. Every single person in that prayer circle has manifested, including myself. Every single person. So the power of prayer is real. It is real, but you have to believe in it, and you have to be consistent, and you have to do all the other things to keep it going. And that's eating right, sleeping right. Did you guys get my blog? Did anybody get my blog? Hit me on the social media chat. Did you get it? Because in the blog, and if you haven't gotten it, go to countessbyari.com and pick it up, because it's up there. I put my famous kale recipe in. I wrote it all out for you guys. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Let me tell you why. Kale is one of those underrated superfoods. And I'm always trying to give you guys like the shortcuts, the short versions to get you to where you need to be. Okay. Well, with kale, because it's a superfood, it's green, it's got packed full of vitamins and minerals and nutrition. You can boil it, you can bake it, you can saute it, you can rip it up, you can fry it. I mean, this thing is durable, and it's in the collard family because it grows, believe it or not, during wintertime. So I'm going to try to grow some this winter. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you. But here's the deal. Kale is one of those things you need to transform. You can't eat it raw, but you have to prep it. Okay. So in my notes, I actually give you my cheat sheet on how I prep the kale that makes it delish. And then as soon as I get off this meeting, as soon as I'm done with this set, I'm going to be having me a kale salad with some shrimp. Okay. Because I'm like, ooh, right? Miss Olivia, right? Delish. So if you haven't already, please take a look at my blog. It's all informational this round. It also has the dates that's coming up. We have meditation, group meditation. I do it twice a month. 13th is the next one coming up. So you got 2 dates to look forward to. 2 dates where you can connect with me, okay? Get your spirituality in balance so that as we go into this retrograde, because it's going to be a 3-degree retrograde. So there's going to be 3 different planets doing the retrograde at the same time. Now, for those of you who've been with me, you already know that means it's going to get weird. It's just going to get weird. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not in control. I report the news. Okay, I report it. And if you know anything about retrogrades, you know that's not a time to be pushing forward. Shouldn't be shouldn't be buying big ticket items, shouldn't be making long-term purchases. If you can avoid signing documentation during that period, that would be great. But hey, if you have to, just make sure you reevaluate it and have 3 different people reevaluate before you sign. Because sometimes during a retrograde, things come up, and I'm not trying to be gloom and doom. I don't want to scare you into thinking you can't do anything during a retrograde, because you can, but you do have to keep in mind that there are energies from the outside, and you can look it up in the stars yourself, so it's not just me saying it, okay, that do affect us and our mentals and how we work out and how we do things. So I'm suggesting, all right, on Sunday, that will be the 13th, I think. Yeah, the 13th at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be doing group meditation. Now, that's a 45-minute set. It's about an hour 45. And it'll take you in and out of your inner space, help you connect to your higher power. And it's like chiropractic for your mind. You get to just relax. Some people say they almost feel like they're hypnotic, like they're hypnotized. It is a form of hypnosis because you're dealing with inner self. No one speaks, just me. And I always pre record. So we have a beautiful library of meditations that our students have access to. So if they would like to have a particular a particular meditation, they can check that out. It's also part of the VIP club at Candles by Ari. And then on the 16th, as my gift to you guys, we're going to do a prayer circle in the midday, because technically we'll be right in the smack dab in the middle of the year. So we're going to do a prayer circle, and you got to RSVP because it's going to be through Zoom. All my stuff is through Zoom, so we can keep track of this. Okay. And what's going to happen is we're going to sit down and we're going to pray. Now, once again, no one speaks. You can email me your prayers or your wishes or your blessings or what you need to ask for. And we're just going to meditate on those. And we're going to do about 20, 30 minutes, like a little lunchtime break. Like you take your water breaks and you take your pee breaks, because you should be taking your water breaks and you should be taking your pee breaks. Same thing with spirituality. Sometimes you need to stop and just check in. Just got to like drop in, see, okay, universe, what's happening here? What's going on with me? Okay, because these planetary situations that we have going, they affect each person a little different. And that's why I love astrology. Because astrology just tells you the tools you came down with, the gifts that spirit gave you. You may consider them sometimes a handicap because you don't know how to use them or never really tapped to them, or maybe nobody explained to you what it could be like. You know, a lot of times people stay a little ignorant of their abilities. They don't continue to do their research. You know, I read some article, they said that the average American has a 6th grade reading level. And I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly, because I see people on the net constantly, especially with their phones, and they're not just reading average stuff. Yeah, I know there's a lot of entertainment, but to even get your mind prepared to focus on something so small is a form of learning. So I'm going to challenge you during this retrograde to reread some material that maybe you haven't picked up in a long time, be it an old book. If you've been journaling, which I encourage you all to do, I encourage everybody to journal. Maybe go through your old journals. Kind of look at your history. Look at your accountability. Because as change happens, it's not like this big crash, like that's how TV presents it. You know, that's how the theatrics put it together. No, change is very subtle. It's very soft. And it's a buildup of layers of several things over a period of time that eventually take a toll on you. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for helping me reach my goal. Appreciate it. Thanks. On my TikTok over there, they're giving me love. So I appreciate it. I need it. I know you need it. Who doesn't need some love? LOVE, man. Anywho, as change starts happening, it's how we receive it. It is going to happen. Let's be very clear. Nothing stays the same. Since you came out of your mother's womb, you've been changing, developing, growing, and in some places, maybe even feel like you're in control, right? Then some things happen, you feel like you're not in control at all. That's the pendulum. That's the pendulum. And yes, it makes you nervous. And the thing about being in the United States that we have so many opportunities, so many opportunities, so many blessings that are available to us that sometimes I think we take it for granted. I don't. I don't take anything for granted. I'm thankful for everything I have, from the clothes on my back to the roof over my head to the food in my belly. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends, my children. I'm thankful to have this opportunity to talk to you guys today. I can't even tell you how much I look forward to doing this live broadcast every week. And even with the programs that we've developed at Candles by Ari, it's all to give you skill sets. We have products, we have services, we have classes. And these are designed to make your life a little bit easier, one day at a time, one person at a time. Because all it takes is one person to shine their light and it knocks out all kinds of darkness. Mhm. But you have to go through that manifestation process. And that's that murky middle ground, right? It's not comfortable in the middle. It's usually some things that we have to adjust. And when you're praying on something and you're affirming on something, and then, you're trying to align yourself, and it's just that middle, that gap right in the middle that can get you. Because you'll start going off topic or losing your inspiration, or even worse, stop trying. You ever been around somebody that just stops trying? It's a very, very sad thing when a person's spirit has finally just given up, and especially if they give up on themselves. You can pivot and make different decisions. You can pivot and maybe look at things differently, maybe restart something, maybe get rid of something to open up for something better. But to not do anything at all, that's a true crime against humanities. And negative energy will tell you you can't do anything. Negative energy will send you an invite to most miserable parties of the year in the fanciest clothes, in the nicest packages. See, we have things in our head that we want, but Spirit has to show us how we're going to get them. And that's always the key, isn't it? First suggestions I would make to you is, how are you affirming? How are you affirming? What are you affirming to? Do you have any idea the energy that you're putting out? Subtle or not? Subtle or not? Are you consciously aware of what you're speaking, what you're saying, and how you're interacting? We have such a deep impact on ourselves. When I decided to become a mother, I wasn't worried about the finances. I was more concerned about the energy. Because when you are a mother, you don't get a break. When you're a parent, you don't say, I feel tired, I'm sick, I don't feel like it. You don't get that on and off switch. And I remember thinking when I found out I was pregnant, can I do this? I mean, I was really concerned, like, would I be a decent mother? I mean, I know I'm a decent human being, you know, I haven't gone to jail, I haven't done something crazy. But the bottom line is another human being 100% depending on me is a big responsibility. And I remember talking to her father because it was a mutual decision between us about our child and what we wanted to do. And I knew I was going to have her because that's my personal choice. But I wanted him to understand that this would be a commitment to us as a family, no matter what happened, for the future moving forward. Because I didn't create this child by myself and I didn't want to raise her by myself. I think children need both parents, if possible, not judging if they don't. That commitment, you guys, grounded me on a whole nother level of life. And real mothers, if you're listening to me, you know what I'm talking about. Because it's not just having it. I think being pregnant was the cocoon part of the whole thing. Because you could eat as much as you want. No one would say a damn thing if you wore mismatched shoes because at a certain point you just don't give a shit because you're tired. And then the baby comes and all the things that come along with it. But the baby doesn't stay baby long. Baby grows and morphs and whew, now she's 6'2". She stands on top of me. I have to look up at her, ask her to reach up and get me stuff from the top. And so for me, because I have pictures, and that's why I recommend everybody take pictures on a daily basis of family, friends, because you never know when things are going to change. And I see her growth, and I'm like in awe. And I kind of feel like it was the same way my grandmother felt about her children and then her grandchildren. And it's that subtle change that we take for granted. And I'm just asking you guys to take today and just spend a few moments appreciating the good that you have in your life. Right now, the moon is in Capricorn. It's a full moon Capricorn tonight, opposing the sun in the Cancer because it's the opposite sign. But you got to ask yourself, what are you ready to do? What are you ready to change? What are you ready to just get out of the way? Yeah, they grow up fast, Tyson. But see, that's the beautiful part when you're conscious. You don't have to stay in why did that happen? Da, 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 da. You can actually be in awe. I was recently talking to a friend of mine, and she's been getting back into the church and enjoying herself at the church. And she revealed to me that, sorry guys, I still got the cold lingering. She revealed to me that as a child, church was not fun for her. It was a chore, right? Like they made them dress up and they were Catholic and do all the rituals, and then they'd have to go home and cook dinner, change clothes, and start it all over again. So she didn't get the beloved part of it. She didn't get that positive reinforcement. Like for me, church was like going to a camp, really. I mean, because my grandmother and them ran the church. We go to Sunday Bible studies, and I'll talk to you just a second, Tyson. And then we go hang out afterwards and eat some food and maybe do a second service if they had some things going on, depending on the time of the year. We had heaven and hell parties. We had the 50 states party. We had the Jesus come to your house party. I mean, like they made it like it wasn't just telling stories, but giving you life examples so that you could participate. And that's what I want to do here with this group, especially with my GAP program, which you can check out at candlesbyari.com. Because it's that gap in between where spirituality and manifestation needs to come together. And that's on your spiritual side, guys. That's from your spiritual feedings. I've been helping my mom recover from her heart surgery. Blessings to you, Tyson. Blessings to you. Don't forget to order your candle because I'll put something extra in there for your mom, too. Just write it in the notes, okay? But to get that in between, guys, to work our way through to the next level, you have to pay attention to you. You have to pay attention to what you're saying, what you're doing, how you're conducting yourself. Accountability to yourself is one of the biggest jobs there is because it's easy to be a busybody. It's easy to get in everybody else's business. Hey, D, thanks so much for joining me. It's easy. to pretend like everything's always good. It's easy. You know what's hard? Being honest, being vulnerable, standing up to oppression, even when everybody else may be saying it's cool. I think about the book called "The Emperor Has No Clothes," where that little child had the audacity to say something that everybody knew, but nobody wanted to say out loud. I was that kid in as a little child. I was the one always saying something or asking questions or being inquisitive. But my family encouraged it. They thought it was interesting. And big shout out to my mama. I love you so much, Mom. My dad's not with us anymore. He passed away a few years back. Blessings to you, Pops. But my mama, nothing but love for her. She encouraged the independence. She encouraged the voice. But she gave us spirituality because she didn't just say the Bible, but she lived the Bible. And that's where, like my friend, going to church and discovering it, she's like amazed that it could be fun. I was the kid too. It's still, I was like, yes, you are, D. You always get saying something. Pisces, they can't hold us down, right? They can't hold us down. And as my friend was sharing with me how she's fallen in love with the scriptures, she's going to Bible studies, I'm happy for her. And she's like, you've just been so carefree. I'm like, because I've always had it in me. It's not about going to a place now, guys. Spirit and church is within you. It's how you conduct yourself, it's how you live your life, it's what you stand for. And I have a question for you. Are you ready? Nope, they can't. They can't slow no Pisces down. Mm-mm. Are you guys ready? Okay. Are you ready to make those subtle changes to make sure your mental well being, your spiritual well being is in line with your joy and happiness? Are you tired of being stuck in a rut and can't figure out, like, why the heck these things keep happening to me? Ever heard that before? Why does this keep happening to me? When you're ready to delve into that, I'm here. I got classes, I got programs. We can do one on ones, products. Now, speaking of products, gotta do my plug. Okay, so this month at Candles by Ari, we are featuring the blue candle for protection and guidance. Now, this candle comes with a affirmation on it that is the bomb. No diggity, no doubt. And the thing I like about this candle is that the scent is so subtle. It's soy wax. This burns about 96 hours to the average person. To the average person. Now, if you're extraordinary and your energy's high, it may burn faster for you. I do not have control over that, but I have timed it under an average circumstances, not under a fan, just under a regular room. I'm there, I'm watching it. 96 hours. Not bad at all. So get yourself. This is on sale this month for $24.99, only $34.99. This is a 16-ounce soy handmade candle. I know it's got a little purple at the top because it's mine. I'm going to start this candle tonight because we have a full moon in Capricorn. And let me make some suggestions with that moon. It's a heavy moon. It's not the most comfortable moon, but it is a very successful placement in the sense that those people, if they can figure out how to work, they'll be the most fantastic workers you've ever seen because they will be dedicated to getting the job done. Because Capricorn at a high level is a beautiful thing. Low level, run like hell. I was married to one. Run like hell, run like hell, and don't look back. Just saying, on marriage, romance, that's my opinion. I'm not saying all of them, but I have some in my stables, some that I love still, and they know who, and you know who you are. And they batshit crazy. That's just my opinion. Of course, I was married to one. Keep that in mind. So tonight, take good, really good care of your skin. Because this new moon in Capricorn, Capricorn rules structure, actual skin. Actual skin. Stop laughing at me, D. Okay? She knows, some of my people know me very well on my on my YouTube. The new moon is tonight. It is happening as we speak in Capricorn. So, Capricorn, you can get your way. If you have something you've been trying to push, something you want to get done, tonight would be a good time to express that. For those who don't have a lot of Capricorn or don't know what to do with Capricorn, my recommendation is do something structural. Take care of your skin, do something around the house, maybe decorate your bedroom, freshen up, change your linen. Just do something that's more of a structural imprint for yourself. Maybe order some really decent takeout or go out to dinner. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's something that gives back to you in a way that makes you feel physically better. Okay. Because Capricorn actually rules bones, skin. That's why they're so solid. That's why they're so humbug sometimes. Because they just, I'm boom, boom, boom. And then you're like, what? Because they ruled old age. And some of them can't wait to get there. And they want to take you with them. So God bless them. Like I said, I was married to one. I got a little bias. Little bias. Makes pretty babies though. But man, just saying. So tonight, if you want to treat yourself with something sweet, something good, start with you, your skin, your room, your house, something pertaining to making you feel better about you. And you know what? If you do nothing else, just give yourself a big hug because you deserve a big hug. The fact that you're even listening to this episode today tells me that you want to get better. You want to get stronger. And so do I. So share this post or this episode with somebody that you know needs positive thoughts. And I have a lot of free information in my bios. So definitely check that out and on my website. And we have some programs. So check those out as well. But let's try to make sure we're moving forward. That's another measuring stick on when things are changing and to get ready. All of a sudden, when you don't feel comfortable anymore, the things that used to make you shine or make you feel they only do the average. You're not restless, but you're not impatient. You're just stuck in between. Nothing quite feels right. And it's like when you're losing weight. I personally lose inches and then pounds. So my waistline will drop, and then a couple of weeks later, my weight loss will drop. But that's how it's supposed to be to keep the elasticity in the body stay in shape and form. When someone loses weight too quickly, their skin has been elastically been stretched to fuck out. And then all of a sudden it drops, it's going to hang because it wasn't given the proper opportunity to deflate, right? It's like a tire. You just don't stick a knife in it and deflate it. You let the air out slowly. And that's what change does, guys. It's very slow, it's very subtle. But if you're paying attention to it, man, you could have some good times. You can have some good times. And you can actually be very proud of yourself. Why? Because you're doing it. You're not wondering anymore. You're doing it. So, what are you affirming for? Where do you need to make change? Where do you want to see growth? Where do you want to treat yourself to be the best possible you can be? Because nobody can do this for you guys. You got to do it for yourself. And I'm here for you. I'm with it. I am here for it. The one thing that I enjoy that gives me so much pleasure is to watch someone attain their goals, to see someone actually manifest what they've asked for. It's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. And trust me, especially the first couple of times, people are kind of blown away because it happened and think, oh, it's kind of coincidental. And I'm like, no, no, no. You put time and effort in that. You actually affirmed for that. You allowed that. That's yours. You take that. And because they're not used to it, I have to coach them through accepting their blessings and knowing that they're going to be more blessings to come. Yeah, how about that? Like, you don't have to limit spirit at all. They will give it to the cup runneth over, to the blessings are just, you can't even count. And your job is to receive them and bless others and keep doing what you're doing to keep for that manifestation to continue to manifest. Now, if you do this right, literally becomes part of your lifestyle. And that's what I teach. The steps, the day to day, the in between, the gap. And that's why I called it Guided Astrology Program, the gap. And it's available. Intro price is $9.99. After that, it's $29.99 a month. So basically, for less than $8 a week, you get information specifically for your sign. You get the best days to do your work. You get VIP access to things that only the VIPs have. And I'm not going to list them here because I'm not trying to tease anybody yet. And you get a chance to interact with me because we have private uh, settings and seminars. But I'll also invite you guys. Bottom line, your soul, your mind, your spirit is priceless. And once you lose it, guys, I don't know if you've ever been through a lot of challenges, but when you lose something, it is a bitch to get back up, to shake it off, to get your head in the game, whatever you want to call it. It takes a great deal of effort because you know you got to forgive yourself, right? Forgive yourself and work through whatever didn't work, be it a relationship, a job, a project. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to have a lot of trial and errors. But as long as the passion is still there, you will meet your goal. You will meet it, or you will bring something in that will take you to where you're supposed to be. But it will happen. The key to the whole thing is not giving up. Not giving up, y'all. Now I'm going to pick the first three signs in the zodiac that pop into my chat, be it here on YouTube or on TikTok. I'm going to give you some information from the gap this week for your sign. The first three signs that pop up. So put your zodiac sign in the chat room and I will give you some notes for this week. Mm-hmm. Just to keep you from losing your ever loving Tusha's mind. Oh, look at that. I got a Pisces and a Taurus over here. Okay, Pisces. All right. Well, with Taurus sitting on top of Pisces energy, it's the time for you to get structured, especially over this next 2 days with this new moon Pisces. You can actually get a lot done because Saturn is in Aries and Neptune is in Aries. So you're getting a lot of structure from the Neptune Aries connection. Okay. Don't be weirded out by being selfish. It's okay. You need to be selfish. You'll be fine. Taurus. No, you got a lot of steady luck coming on. You got Uranus just left you alone. So you finally got some breathing room. Whatever's going on in the workplace, because I see more structural stuff that has to happen. But as long as you can like really listen more than you speak, Taurus, you're going to find out what you need by next week. And by the end of the month, everything should be clear about whatever direction that your project's going to go in. And it looks like you'll be fine. So don't worry so much. Okay. Because we do have a lot of earth and air, earth and water coming down the heavens. And that's you guys' report. And love it. And over here, okay, you guys don't have a sign for me? Tyson, what's your sign? I think you're a Libra, Tyson, if I remember, but you confirm because if you're a Libra, I'll throw some air in there. Okay. So change is happening. It's very subtle. It's very gentle. It's not like a crash. It's an accumulation of decisions, accumulations of experiences, some traumatic, some not so traumatic, some with good ideas and loved ones, some with people who are just simple fucks. And that's all I can say. And you got to get through it. You don't have a choice. See, we don't control anything. We flow with divine design. And once you get in that flow on a regular basis, it's like learning how to breathe through your lungs again. It expands you and opens you up in ways that you've never considered because you're thinking like this, and the universe wants you to look up and look around and look down and look all. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But of course, you have to be ready to receive it. You have to be interested in it. You have to want to join the party. So I invite you to join my party by liking, subscribing here. Check out all my information at candlesbyari.com. I don't even want to toot my own horn, but I have been doing this for quite some time, and my success rate is, and my clients, I have to say, I am very proud of my people. Very proud because we don't give up on each other. Hold on. Mm. Did you drink your water today? Did you drink your water today? Mm-hmm. Okay. I renamed this show Manifesting with Ari Mac because I realized one of the things that I want to do is I want to show you guys how to manifest. Mm-hmm. I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see, feel, taste, touch, immerse yourself in what's happening around you so that you can be in control of yourself, to learn your hot buttons, to learn what you consider your weaknesses. It's okay that you don't like something. It's okay if things don't work the way it's planned. These things are a part of life. You know what's not okay though? You staying in that rut. You starting to buy property in Doo-Dooville. Mm-hmm. Now you can't do nothing but show your assets all the time to the wrong people. And you can't even stop yourself because it's now a habit that you do constantly because in your mind, you can't tell who friend and foe is. You got to slow down. You got to go within. You got to ask spirit to show you, talk to you, and just take a few moments every day, 5 minutes a day. You have 5 minutes to affirm, to do something nice for yourself, to just check in to see what's what. I had a podcast at iHeart, and we have over 350 episodes up on a lot of different subjects. Take a peek at them, take a listen to them. Those were my beginning days of stepping out into the light. I was still very active here in Los Angeles, especially uh, before the pandemic. Pandemic changed everything, but I think for the better. I think for the better. And I also would ask that if you can, pray for our country here in the United States. With Jupiter being in Cancer, we're going to have a lot of expansion, both good and some challenging. But ultimately, the expansion is going to be toward feminine energy because of Jupiter's effect in feminine. Well, actually, Jupiter's masculine and uh, Cancer's feminine. So it's going to be kind of neutralized. So it's going to be about balance. And it's a fire water thing. Our actions and our passions need to come together with logic, prayers, and peace and understanding. So we have to take some logic, we have to take some facts, we have to put them together and see what we get. Okay? So this is manifesting with Ari Mac. Are you ready to manifest? Because that's what we do every week here. Every day, I'm sending out positive vibrational energy. Look for me on all social medias. Okay? You got to know that you're blessed. You do know you're blessed, right? Do you? Do you know you're blessed? We're going to end today with a little breathing, just a little teaser for Sunday because we're going to do a full on meditation at 3 o'clock on Sundays. Don't forget to join in, okay? Because you want to have that energy flowing. Even if you can't make the class, please register. I will send you a copy of it. Don't forget this Wednesday, the 16th, we're going to be doing our first prayer circle live with my Zoom links. So if you want to be a part of that, please join the inner circle because a link's going to be sent out only to those who RSVP for it. Okay, so we can keep it small, intimate, or we can keep it blue and blow it up and whatever you guys want. It is all good. But let's end with some breathing. Take a deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in. Hold it a little bit and release. I want you to know that you are blessed and highly favored. And the universe is sending you nothing but positive vibrations. Don't sleep on your blessings. Hold your head up high and know the universe has got you. This is Ari Mac, and we're going to be manifesting with Ari Mac. And I'll see you next time. Stay blessed. Bye.